Well, good afternoon, guys, from Ehrenberg, Arizona, and we're hooking up with our old friend, Chris Travels, in his Skoolie project. And your main channel is Tiny Home Tours, but now you have the Skoolie build, Off-Grid Skoolie, so you can check out those channels as well to see everything that is going on here.
It's come a long way since we saw you in Colorado.
Yeah, basically
Big
now
progress.
from picking up the bus to where it is now on the Off-Grid Skoolie. And Tiny Home Tours is... basically, I built this bus to travel the U.S. getting content for Tiny Home Tours.
That's great. So, we are doing a game of 20 questions with full-time RVers. I use RV loosely, recreational vehicle. This is a recreation vehicle.
Rubber tramps.
Exactly. Nomads, living on the road full-time. So, name of the game is 20 questions. We are using the generic version of Cards Against Humanity, Crabs Adjust Humidity, for our cards, and let's just jump right in.
Yeah, let's do it.
Number one.
All right, card number one. Who are you? I'm
That's
Chris.
fitting.
That's a
Yes.
good one to start with.
I'm Chris, been living on the road on and off for 4 years, full-time for about 6 years now. So, that's who I am. That pretty much encapsulates that.
And what about spiritually and subjective? On a deeper level, who is Chris?
I mean, that's pretty much it. Just
Yeah.
on the road, hustling every day, trying to make this lifestyle work. That's been my ethos for the last 2 years or so. So I'd say that pretty much wraps it up.
Awesome.
Number two.
RV toilet paper. It's a brand on Amazon. I don't even know what it is. I just type in RV toilet paper and it comes up. It's a large pack. It's like $40 and that lasts 6 months to a year. I got a Nature's Head composting toilet and just been using that, and everything works out really well with that RV toilet paper.
Okay.
I don't know the brand. I'm about out though, so I need to order some more. It reminds
That's
me.
always the challenge, right?
When my internet works, I'll have to add it to the Amazon cart after this.
So number three.
Number 3, favorite RV themed movie. Into the Wild's kind of like that because he died in a recreational vehicle.
Yeah?
Ish. That's my favorite movie. I know that guy gets lots of crap for what he did, but him and Anthony Bourdain were two people, both died actually.
Yeah.
Two people that really influenced me. I would not have studied abroad without watching Anthony Bourdain, No Reservations, back in the day in small town Indiana, and just getting out there and getting after it. Not so much the work side, but just going out there and really living every day and doing it your own way was Into the Wild. So I've read the book. There's another book out right now that his family and a couple people put together, took all his photos and all his notes and actually did it step by step. So the stuff that's not in the movie, his true thought process can be seen in that
I'd
book.
like to read
Yeah.
that.
I think it's Back to the Wild.
We're totally intrigued by the story as well. Is it a Krakauer
No.
produced, or is it just
It's
a
his
family?
parents.
His family.
Okay.
Yeah.
His family put that together.
Cool.
Question number 4. What are your RVing regrets? Buying a Class A motorhome is the biggest RV regret that I have. I just assumed getting a newer, nicer RV, there wouldn't be any issues, and I'd just be able to travel on the road and not worry about anything. Just ended up being a big money pit. Granted, mechanically it was solid. Engine transmission was solid. It's just the actual components, and that's the reason why I built this bus. Is everything here is 3/4. Built this the best building materials I could possibly get, and I didn't have to worry about weight. So I did this entire build. Didn't have any. Had a little bit of water in the tanks. I have 200 gallons of fresh water, but without the 200 gallons of fresh water and my brother and all his stuff and my dog, we were at 29,300 pounds, and my total carrying capacity was 36. So I was able to build this rig. So I regret getting that Class A. It wasn't what I thought, and highly suggest doing a Skoolie over a Class A if you have the cash.
You know, I think a lot of motorhomes go wrong, and trailers, when they go for the light effect. Light means thinner pieces
Cheap.
of wood, shorter
Cheaper.
screws.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you're going to look at something for full timing, anything that says light is trouble.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's if people are just doing weekends, like, I guess we should specify if you're actually living in your
Yes.
vehicle. That's a whole different ballgame. If you're going out
Exactly.
with the kids 3 weekends a year,
Yeah,
that's
light is perfect.
Yeah. But if you're actually living in it, Absolutely not.
Something that will last.
Yeah. This is question number 5.
Yes.
What is your dream RV, the one that I have?
The one
Yeah.
we're standing
Yeah.
Easy.
The one you're working on right now.
I'm making my dream
Not
RV.
everybody
Exactly.
builds their own dream, right?
Well, I think that goes deeper than that initial statement.
You're right. It does.
Least favorite RV chore? Painting.
Yeah. The prep work or the actual painting part?
I like prep work.
Really? Because I
Wow.
hate prep work, but I love rolling that stuff on.
Yeah,
Well, I just
we
listened to it. Sorry, go ahead.
We should partner up here because we hate the prep work, but we love the painting.
Number 7. How do you make a living? Multiple income sources. Real estate, YouTube, online retail, selling of courses. Oh, what else? There's
You
another
just
one.
launched a new course, right?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you. That was...
What course?
Give it a
is it?
plug.
It's Skoolie Academy. So we're starting out with what to know before you buy a school bus. A lot of people think, oh, I'm just going to buy a $2,500 school bus. They don't realize if their pressure pump goes out, that's a $3,000 part, not including labor to get it fixed. That's not including tires, not including air compressor, all your fan. Like, people have no idea. So essentially, people can learn from our mistakes what red flags look for. So say if you go to an auction and something's leaking somewhere, you're able to be like, oh, okay,
I
that's
shouldn't buy that.
that's a
one.
$1,500 part.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not getting this bus. And just tips and tricks like I saved myself from buying a bus that had a blown engine just by calling into the school district and asking for the maintenance department and getting there, then asking for the lead mechanic. Just like, so what's up with bus 766? He's like, oh, there's oil in the, or water in the oil. That's going to need a complete rebuild. You know, so save myself from that. So just teaching people all the little tips and tricks, what to look for. And then eventually in April, we're going to be filming a roof raise course. So basically we're going to get just a regular bus, completely tear it apart, cut it in half, raise the roof, put the sheet metal on the side, and show step by step how that's done.
Oh, cool.
So it's going to be a continuous course, but this one's just what to know before you buy.
Nice.
So lots of different income sources. The overall, to make a long story short, most people with salaries, they have one hose and one bucket. They try and fill it up. I have 20 buckets out in the yard catching rain and filling that up at the end of the month into income.
Well, the average millionaire has 7 income streams, right?
Well, hopefully I'll make it there someday.
I like to think, you're just trying to make it all add up to a buck. So you're going to pick up some pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters, and at the end of the day, the goal is making it add up to a buck.
Absolutely. Passive, too.
Yep.
You can work on it if you want. If you don't, whatever.
Exactly.
Number 8. Number 1 piece of advice for new RV YouTubers. You're going to have grit. It's a long game. If you think you're going to get rich quick, then some people do it, but they're the exception that proves the rule. You got to put the time and effort into and do collaborations.
Yep. And I got to give you a shout out. Some of our first collaborations were with you up in Alaska
Oh, yeah.
4 years ago.
I've been a fan of collaborations for a long
Yeah.
time.
It's been a long road.
It's helped a lot. Number 9.
Mm-hmm.
How long do you plan to RV the rest of my life? As long as I'm able.
This one's going to last 20 years, right? At least.
Oh, the framework of this thing.
Knock on wood.
Yeah.
That's what I'm building it for.
I know, that's what you told us.
Favorite RV hack? Well, I gotta use my own RV. It's just off the grid living. My costs right now are $40 a day, everything included. And being able to live off the grid out here, getting the solar hooked up now, 200 gallons of fresh water, just buy a bunch of food at the beginning of the month, and you're out here living for free. You're able to work on what you want to work on. You have content out here you can shoot. It's just the off-grid lifestyle, making money online.
Yeah. Awesome. Number 11.
11. Least favorite RV state. Anything east of Colorado.
You and Ben.
Yeah,
have that in common.
we both like the West.
Well, we like Kansas for RVing, right?
Well, family's there, of course.
Yeah, I don't know. 12.
Yes.
Something you binge watched. Manic. Actually, Black Mirror and Manic. I kind of like the psychological TV shows. I hate fluff. I like shows that make me think 2 or 3 days afterwards. So Black Mirror is fantastic for that. Highly suggest that. Netflix. And Manic was also a fantastic one I'll probably re-watch. It's kind of out there, it's different, makes you think. Even when you go to bed, you have dreams about it. I love shows like that. Number 13, motivation for RVing. Doing what I'm doing now, just living off the grid, out camping, seeing new spots, and taking advantage of every day.
Nice.
Was that it initially?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fresh out of college, kind of is about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just seeing what's out there cheaply.
Nice.
Absolutely. 14. Who inspired you to YouTube? There was a couple channels. When I first started, YouTube was certainly not what it is now. 2009 was, I mean, granted there's people before that, but there was Jeff the Canuck and Kyle Pounds. And I'd never get on YouTube and watch anything anymore because I'm so busy doing my own stuff.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they're still doing it, but those are the two guys that
Cool.
influenced me.
Number 15.
Number 15. What are your pet peeves? People that talk about it but not be about it. That is one of my biggest pet peeves. You say you're going to do it, do it.
Or complain about something but not taking any action to fix
To make it better.
Yeah, that as well. Same
Yep.
same thing. Same. 16?
Yes.
16.
Number 16. Convection or propane oven? Propane. Easily.
Us too.
17.
17. What stinks in the RV? The sink, actually. More than anything else, compost toilet doesn't stink at all. If you need Nature's Head, hit me up.
Okay. So the sink,
distributor.
is there ventilation issues or
No,
just...
it's like literally the only thing that smells in here.
Really? Okay.
Like I'm just trying to.
Yeah.
The only
Something-
smells that comes from anything in this RV is the sink, and
Okay.
me when I haven't showered because my solar's not hooked up and I don't have hot water. That's about it. 18?
18.
18. How often do you shower? Oh, that flows right into there.
20.
So since it's been a little bit more chilly because I have been doing cold showers in here. If I do get sticky enough, I can't stand that. I try and shower every day, if not every other day. When I do get into actually getting this done and working, I plan on working out every day, like yoga workout, like weight resistance, running. So after I run, I can't sleep if I'm sticky or sweaty, so I'll be showering probably every day or every other day.
And you have the water capacity to do so.
And I have 200 gallons. I do military showers, low gallon per minute shower head. So even though I have 200 gallons, I'll still be conserving it. And I have sea level tank monitors, so I can actually see the percentage of the tanks. That'll, once I do my first boondocking trip, I might just do a month out boondocking and see how long I can last once all this solar's hooked up.
Nice.
So we'll see how that goes.
Sounds like a fun trip.
Oh yeah. 19?
19.
Number 19. Something you don't know about me. I enjoy anime. Certain anime.
Well, I never knew that.
Yeah.
Cowboy Bebop is amazing if you're wanting to check one out. And Foolie Coolie, FLCL. Pretty cool.
Wow, awesome. Is this the last one?
Last
Number
one,
20.
20.
What song best represents you? Ramble On by Led Zeppelin.
Good
That-
choice.
Yep. All right, Chris. Thank you so
20
much
questions.
for
Never
participating.
done that before.
Now you
Thanks
have the
for having me.
privilege of closing this video out. Shout out to your channels and ours and all the normal.
Yeah,
things.
no, it's just the Off-Grid Skoolie, Tiny Home Tours, and Chris Travels on Facebook. Chris Travels, if you are on Facebook, I know some people are taking an exodus out of Facebook right now, but that is the umbrella platform that I have where everything gets posted there. YouTube videos, Instagram, Twitter. Basically all the happenings is on Facebook. You can check it out there. So thanks for watching.
All right.
Thanks
Good
for having
deal.
me.
Thank you, buddy.
Well,
That's
that's
a wrap.
fun.
Yeah,
thought it was
some
a
of the
fun way
personal
to do
questions just to give people added insight into who they watch.
I was probably one of